I didn't think it was possible, but the strongest hunter build in Destiny, the Gyrfalcon's Void Hunter, just got even better with Lightfall. If you're looking to absolutely annihilate the legendary campaign with ease, then look no further. We've got new void fragments and a new mod system that just takes the Gyrfalcon's Hunter to a whole new level. The build has infinite invisibility, which can be chained kill after kill, infinite overshield, infinite volatile rounds, and now with the new void fragments, we can generate void breaches and new void energy drop on kills so that we can chain infinite devour more reliably than ever before, even when you have your super energy, which used to be a big downside of the build, so that you can gain your health and abilities back after each kill infinitely. So in this video, we'll go over what Void 3.0 build I'm running, the aspects and how I incorporate the new void fragments, the new mod system and what mods I'm stacking, so that I can reliably get a 10% damage boost as well as even more damage resist on top of the crazy healing and overshields the build already provides. And the best thing is that this build does not require any artifact mods whatsoever, so you can use this build on day one and enjoy the ridiculous power of this entire build. I'll also go over my updated stat distribution recommendation now that we don't receive stat bonuses from Radiant Light and Powerful Friends, and my recommended weapon pairings to annihilate any PvE content in front of you. Dim link for the build will be in my Discord, link for which will be in the comments or description below. At the heart of this build is the exotic chess piece Gyrfalcon's Hauberk, which provides volatile rounds after coming out of invisibility. Thanks to our two aspects, Vanishing Step and Stylish Executioner, we are able to go invisible on dodge on command, and then when we come out of invisibility, any enemies we kill are affected by volatile, which thanks to Stylish Executioner grants us invisibility again. So you can set up a very easy yet very powerful gameplay loop of dodge, invis, volatile rounds, kill enemy, invis, and repeat. If at any point the loop is broken and you run out of invis or volatile, then you can dodge to restart the gameplay loop very easily. Let's cover the rest of the Void 3.0 build. So I'm running the new fragment Echo of Cessation, which I cannot emphasize how much better it makes this subclass. The more important part of the fragment is the generation of void breaches from volatile targets. Now these are shards of void energy very similar to stasis shards, which when you combine with Echo of Starvation provide Devour. Now Devour regenerates your entire health on kills and grants grenade energy, meaning you can go on some serious streaks. A previous downside of this build used to be that you no longer were able to pick up Orbs of Power and proc Devour when you had your super energy. Now thanks to void breaches, this is no longer a problem, as even when you have your super energy and want to save your super for a key moment, you can carry on proccing Devour. And these void breaches stay on the floor for a while, so you can pick them up when you want to get your health back in tight situations. Void breaches not only give you your health back, but innately they also give back class ability energy, which is really clutch because it's a lot harder to achieve 100 mobility because Powerful Friends no longer provides that key 20 mobility bonus. The other part of Echo of Cessation, whereby finishers create a volatile explosion, can also come in handy thanks to Echo of Obscurity, whereby you can use finishers to restart the invisible volatile chain loop very easily. This combination is going to make GMs really easy, whereby you finish champions a lot. The final fragment I run is Echo of Persistence, whereby all my void buffs, the invisibility, the devour, the overshield, which I'm going to talk about, are all extended to obscene time frames, so that I don't have to worry about running out of these buffs and breaking the gameplay loop. The other new fragment, Echo of Vigilance, sounded great in theory, and I suspect is going to form part of some ridiculous void PvP builds. It provides a void overshield when you defeat a target and your shields are broken. But in PvE, Repulsor Brace completely overrided the need for this fragment. Repulsor Brace is a perk found on certain void weapons whereby defeating void debuff targets, so in this case enemies debuff with volatile, allows you to generate a void overshield. Thanks to Repulsor Brace, I found myself getting void overshield so much even at full health that I never really had the chance to proc Echo Vigilance. So therefore I'd highly recommend using a void weapon with repulsor brace as the workhorse for this build. Something like the Hero's Burden SMG, the Unforgiven SMG, and the craftable Hollowed Denial Trace Rifle are all great void weapons with repulsor brace and a high rate of fire, allowing you to maximize overshields and volatile explosions respectively. So let's go over the new mod system, which thanks to this nifty UI change is easier to follow now than ever before on YouTube videos. The key mod is found on the Helmet Harmonic Siphon, whereby void weapons generate orbs of power. Thanks to stacks on my legs and void weapon surge, I can gain 2 armor charges for the first orb of power I pick up, which basically replaces the old charge with light system. When you gain armor charge, this allows you to access various buffs and abilities that basically improve your build. Here, void weapon surge gives me a 10% damage boost, which is stackable and causes my armor charge to decay. The best thing about the decay though is that if I pick up another orb of power, it replenishes the decay timer, so you can keep this damage boost going pretty reliably. My other key armor charge mod is on my chest piece, which provides a damage resist when I'm low health for this tight moments when my health goes down. For my cloak, guess what? You can now stack 3 utility kickstart mods, which provides a huge chunk of class ability back when you use your dodge. And with the armor charge mod system, it can actually use armor charge to give back even more class ability energy on top of what it already provides. For my arms, these slots aren't used for champion mods anymore, as they are applied passively through your artifact mod. So I've used firepower here, whereby grenade final blows create even more orbs of power, and bolstering detonation so that I can get my class ability back on grenade damage. So my stat distribution recommendation is actually going to be a little bit different this time around in comparison to my last version of Gyrfalcons. The number one stat you still want is 100 resilience, or as close to 100 resilience as possible for that sweet 30% damage resist. Although it doesn't provide 40% DR anymore, 30% is still absolutely huge, so I cannot recommend a high resilience stat enough. Good news though, if you cannot achieve 100 resilience with your build, it's actually not as detrimental anymore, as the stat increases linearly, not exponentially like before. So you can actually get away with something like 8 or 9 resilience, as you only lose 3% DR per resilience stack, whereas before it actually punished you too much at those higher levels. Before I recommended 100 mobility as your second stat priority, but now because of void breaches giving class energy, the ability to stack 3 utility kickstart mods, you honestly don't need more than about 60 mobility here. Once you reach 60 mobility and a high level of resilience, I'd then dump the rest of your stats into discipline, which lets you spam your vortex grenade, which can do some serious damage on stronger enemies. Then I'd prioritize recovery, which is usually high up on my stat priority for PvE builds, but in this build it's low down because of Devour. Devour basically means you never really need to hide for health regeneration anyways. Then finally go for intellect and strength in that order. So there you have it guys, the new updated version of Gyrfalcons that you definitely want to be using in Lightfall for all your PvE content needs. The new fragments, the new mod system, and void breaches just elevate this build to a whole new level. If you enjoyed what I talked about today, remember to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more PvE and PvP builds as we get deeper into Lightfall. I'm Mr. On It, and that's it for today. Peace out guys.